So my homeboy Sam is Greek. He works in finance, and we linked up at
Is he
like.
single?
No, he's very married.
Okay, why are we talking about him?
Because
what? Zina?
I know. I was thinking the same
Zina?
as a Greek. Okay, is he gay?
Is he
No,
single?
oh, he's married.
No, okay, moving on. Move along.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
he was the first one to put me on to like Greek food.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, Greek food is fucking
It's
legit,
great, yeah.
bro.
It's so good.
What's one that you really love?
There was this chocolate dessert thing, and I thought it was bomb. And it's so funny when you're around people that actually cook Greek food. We were at a Greek restaurant, and his wife tried it, and she was like, "It's okay." And
Yeah.
I was like, "It's fucking delicious."
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was called. It was like this. It was all chocolate because I'm a chocolate person. I'm
Okay.
a chocoholic.
Yeah.
And it was just this delicious, decadent chocolate cake that I can't remember the name of it. So something.
What,
in
the
Greek.
guy, did it look like a mouse?
No, I didn't get the mouse one, but I
Okay.
saw
The
But
mouse
is it-
ones
the
are
mouse
good. The
ones
mouse
are
ones are
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They're
didn't
really
see the
good.
mouse
It's
one.
like
Yeah.
a chocolate mousse cake inside.
And
It's so good.
the layer is
Mousse
thick.
mouse.
Moose mouse.
Moose mouse.
Mickey Mouse, and that's why
I don't know
Mickey
if
Mouse
that's why
is
they
Greek.
did it, but that's mine.
Mickey
This
Mouse.
is actually Mickey Mouse is Greek.
Mickey
The
Mouse.
Mickey,
Yes.
the moose, mouse, Mickey Mouse.
I totally
Yeah.
support this argument now.
Yeah.
I
You know,
totally support-
Michali is his real name.
Yeah.
Michali.
Michali
Just kidding.
Mitsotakis.
Michali, yes. Just
He's
kidding.
part of the Democratic Party. That is how Mitsotakis won the seat.
You're so dumb.
That's
You're
great.
so dumb.
That was actually very great. I love that. Can we just roll that again?
Yeah,
Roll that again.
yeah.
I'm gonna show this to my Greek friend and be like, I'm meeting more Greeks because of you.
Yeah. All right, well, cheers. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah, we can
Yes,
do that.
thank you,
Welcome. Thank you for being
Cheers.
here.
Thank you for
we
having
say
me.
yamas. And
Yamas?
it's in your, wait, are you Puerto Rican?
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
Love Puerto Ricans.
All right, welcome to the neighborhood. This is our first guest of the podcast of
Bam,
all
bam, bam,
time.
Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico.
You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Gina Brillon, and I'm a stand-up comedian, and I have been for 20 plus years.
Gina's wonderful.
Yeah.
We do shows all the time in the city, and Gina is so funny and so wonderful. And I always love doing shows with you.
I always love when I see you at clubs. I love seeing people that I
met
love
her
working
once.
with.
Yeah.
Once.
And she made an impression on me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was at an event. It was at one
It
of
was an
those
event.
fancy events.
It was
Yes.
at an event.
And
Hey, that short rib sandwich was good.
it really was. It really was.
Yeah, it was nice.
But the photographer who misgendered my friend was not good.
Yeah, that
oh,
pops
there was
into my,
that.
Yeah.
There was that. Yeah, that was really annoying. Actually, yeah.
And it's just like, just be like, oh shit, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, we're
Just
human.
say sorry. Yeah.
But no, he did it twice
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
And it was just like, no, I get it. And
Like,
she really
you-
had to be like, calm your Puerto Rican rage. I was like, what the did he just say?
Sit
like I was
down.
She was like, I will handle it. Don't. And I was like,
Yeah.
because I have such daddy energy when somebody does something like that. And I'm like, I will let anybody talk as much crap as they want to me. But if
What,
you're
come
with
for
me
my friend?
and my friends,
Murder you.
your opinion means nothing to me. But if you try to hurt my friend, now I gotta hurt you. I'm an Aries. It comes with the territory.
I'm a Gemini.
I'm a
I
Pisces.
love Geminis. And
Oh,
I
do
have
you-
a Pisces rising.
I
Hey.
hate Pisces.
I think I'm a Sag rising.
They're so emotional.
You're not emotional though.
She's like, not in front of people.
No,
I
but
just
it's
saw
like,
her flashback to crying in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shower earlier today. She's like,
I love a good cry. A
It's so
shower
good.
cry in
Shower
the dark.
cry?
Do you cry in the
Yes,
dark?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Girl, yes. Actually,
I love
my
showers
husband.
in the dark. Yeah.
I had to tell my husband I cry in the shower, and now every time I cry, like I'm like
I don't cry a lot, so
He was
I,
You
yeah.
don't cry. You don't
Right.
say I love you to me. You don't.
It's a Gemini
nothing. I
thing.
say I love you all the time to him. Nothing.
he'll say it when he feels it.
I'm not a very I'm not a very affectionate person.
Do you
I'm
know
not.
what your
accept you
moon
for
is?
you.
I think I don't know what my moon is.
Okay, we gotta
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah, we gotta
Let's
figure
go
that out.
explain
What's
it.
yours?
I have a Capricorn moon, so it's like I've heard of feelings, but there's a time and place.
Yeah. I'm an Aquarius.
Oh,
moon.
Aquarius
This is why my
moon.
crazy Pisces is a little level-headed.
Yes,
I don't
crazy
think that at
Pisces.
all.
You don't think I'm level-headed? You don't think I'm level-headed?
You're very
It's
level-headed.
very interesting. My sister, she is Aquarius. She's Aquarius.
Oh.
Sun.
I like Aquarius.
Aquarius is the sign of individuality, though.
Yeah.
Bitch.
There she is.
You're right. You're
And you
right.
said your rising is a Pisces?
Yeah, Pisces rising.
So ready for this? Ready for this? If anybody knows anything about horoscope,
I
is
know little.
Pisces opposite, and then I'm Pisces Virgo rising once again. polar opposites. And my tarot, you do
I haven't done tarot, but
so it's
I mean,
the chariot is is one of my cards, and it's like
what that
two
means.
opposite. So it's like black and white. I think it's like a tiger in front, and it's like a guy on the chariot, and he's like, gotta control these two sides of myself to focus, and it's very much me.
Oh, that makes sense.
That
Actually.
really does make a lot of sense for
Yeah,
you.
because
Yeah.
I have a lot of like polar, like opposites.
Yeah.
And things how I
That
feel.
does make sense because
Yeah.
Pisces is so dreamy and like daydreamy, and then Virgo is so I need to do this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why you like Creed.
I love Creed.
Did you think she would love Creed?
I did not see that.
There you
coming.
go.
I
See
did not
her
that.
other side.
But you know what? I respect it.
She loves Creed.
Creed.
We were at karaoke. She was going through the Creed list. She's like, I like this song. I like this song. I like this song. I was
Favorite
like, I've
Creed
never
song.
heard.
What's your favorite Creed song?
With arms wide open.
Oh, who doesn't love that
Yeah.
song?
I don't know this
Under
song.
the sunlight.
Come on.
Here we go. Give it to.
Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms wide open.
Yes.
I've never
Come
heard
on
of this.
now.
Okay, duet. Okay.
I was trying to bag a white boy from back in the day.
I don't.
That is so
Creed and
funny.
Nickelback was in my playlist
Oh,
hard.
shut up.
I don't
I do
care.
know Nickelback. I do know
don't care if
Nickelback.
anybody hates Nickelback.
They have
love
good
Nickelback.
songs.
They do.
Stop. I don't know why it became
Everybody
like this hate train,
hates
but come
them.
on. Some of their songs are great.
You know what? That's what I love about like the climate we're in now. I feel like we're revisiting things that we used to hate. 'cause-
Anyone listen
Yes.
to like Atreyu?
Yes.
What?
No.
Okay.
What?
Or like
I was like the princess from Neverending Story.
okay. So you like Creed?
I do.
All right, we're
I
gonna
like I had a
karaoke.
whole-
Karaoke
Ooh,
Creed.
I
We
love
are
me some
revisiting a lot of
karaoke.
stuff that we
Yeah.
have,
Yes.
or we revisiting stuff that didn't get enough attention the first time around, and that I really appreciate because
Right.
there's so much good stuff that I feel like is coming back up where you're like, this was great, and none of you paid it any mind.
None of you gave it the respect
the
it
respect,
deserved.
and it like is really still a great piece of art that we can look at now.
I
and be
love
like,
how
this
people
holds
are
up.
going back now and going, it wasn't Milli Vanilli's fault. Like they're like, this happens in the music industry all the time. Like
Yeah.
they're just like, we can forgive them at this point.
Right, right.
Because
There's a lot
they
of
were
revisiting these narratives.
dragged.
Yeah.
They were dragged. And it's like, yeah. And now we're finding out that this happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know, there was that whole thing about J-Lo keeping Ashanti's vocals on a lot of her
Yeah.
songs that everybody found out about. And it's like, yeah, this happens in the
This
music
happens,
industry.
yes.
And we literally destroyed them
Yeah.
for it.
Yes.
Like,
Because these corporations just wanted to like keep their brand names clean at the end of the
Exactly,
day.
yeah.
they were like, they're the enemy.
They're the enemy, right? Because it was so much easier to shoot out like another star
Of
than to like
course.
than to have to like deal with their own problems.
Which brings us to Cat Williams.
Which
No, loved the interview. Interesting. I'm always interested in how things unfold. Like I'm like, oh, I'm such an observer
Yeah.
of like I'm like, oh, what's gonna be this person's response and what's gonna be this person's response, and it's like I don't know any of this world between y'all, but it seems like Cat has receipts. So
He's been
yeah, he's been.
folder.
He's
cartoon
about to
folder.
audit everybody. He is about to audit everyone.
Well, that's what's been interesting about seeing how Taylor Swift has gotten to this point too, of like how
Yes.
did this happen and like
Yeah.
where it's been
And-
it's been interesting.
and how many people still to this day rip her?
Yeah.
Like it's like, can we stop with like a lot of the celebrity hate because it's lame at this point?
Yeah.
You know, like we don't got nothing better to do.
You don't got nothing better. to
We don't
do?
got nothing
I
better
remember
to
I was doing a panel show. I won't say which one.
Okay.
It was a popular
Well,
one.
you'll tell us later, right?
I will.
Okay, thank you.
And they wanted me to bash Justin Bieber. And I was like, why? And even at my grown age at that point, and I'm growner now, I was like, why am I going to pick on a kid? Why? So, because you all think he's a douchebag? He was a kid raised in the music industry, essentially.
Yeah.
Of course he's messed up.
Yeah.
Look at everybody's behavior that was raised in the music
Yeah.
industry now
Yeah.
and how much they're suffering. Poor
Haven't we
Britney
seen
Spears.
it? Like that's such a good point. Like, haven't we seen enough of a pattern with these people at this point to maybe look at ourselves or look at the way that people treat them?
Yeah.
To be like, we should fix this. Like we've had
Also,
so
everybody
many
should
examples
start
of this.
thinking about their own record and whether or not it's spotless.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. Well, that's
Yeah,
very
instead
true.
of
Before
That is
somebody
so
they
else.
true.
start
Yeah.
looking at
I
somebody
agree
else
with
and
that.
going, "You're a piece of trash."
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know my record ain't spotless.
Like your shit
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
stink.
Like,
Yeah.
Yo, shit don't
no,
stink?
absolutely. Like, me and my ex broke up and we did a lot of content together. And I think there was an opportunity for both of us to sit there and trash each other on social media. And instead it was like, you know what, it is what it is. And that's it.
And
it's
that's fine.
done. And that's totally reasonable.
I respect
and
breakups
I think,
like that.
Yeah.
I respect breakups of couples that like did stuff together on socials where it's like nobody needs to understand or
No.
know the story.
It's just
But
goodbye.
it's just-
On
it is
separate
what it
ways.
is.
it
That's
happens.
okay.
I have my existence.
Yeah.
They have their existence. That's it.
fine, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
I
yeah.
wish more people thought like that instead of this need for drama
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Like wasps.
or
of
need for
flame.
hate, really, because it's like everybody likes a good piece of drama.
Yeah.
We like the
But
tea, but
we like the tea, but like make it lukewarm. It's fine.
Yeah. we don't
Lukewarm
wanna be
is
that
fine.
hot.
That's kind of my issue with Jada Pinkett Smith and Will. It's like you're telling us everything.
Everything.
I don't need all of this
Everything.
information. I
Child,
would love a
it's
little
too
bit
much.
less. Yeah.
The memes I saw that were like, take us out the group chat.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Take us. I don't. I
did
yeah.
see that. That's funny.
Take us
Because
out the group chat.
it feels like when Apple dropped the U2 album into our into our library. It's like I truly didn't need this.
I did
information.
not
ask
ask
for this
I
in
remember
here.
seeing that and being like, did I buy this? Like I was like so
We were just
confused.
talking.
Am
The
I on
other
a plane with a
day.
People magazine in my hands? Yeah. What happened?
We got into the car and D puts in his phone. It was like you two. He's like, why did this song
Yeah,
play?
So funny.
Yeah. No, it really felt like that. But
They
yeah.
wanted us all up in their business.
It's so yeah.
and then
Give us
have the
some
nerve to
mystery.
get upset.
Well, and not to bring up Taylor Swift again, but I'm such a rare rare Swiftie that does not care at all about her personal life. I don't
That's
care. I don't care
beautiful.
who she dates. I don't care what she's doing. The girl could be doing crack cocaine, as far as I'm concerned.
Just
But
when's that next album?
if she is churning out those bops, I'm happy.
all I
Like
care
I don't
about.
care what she's doing, what she's going through. Like in fact, like I don't think I would really get along with her as a person, but she writes music, baby.
does.
She writes music for me, and it hits
Yeah.
me. And she would love me as a fan. She'd be like, "Oh, thank God, this is all I've
Yeah.
been looking for."
It's somebody who's not Googling who I'm dating
Yeah,
right
someone's
now.
not Googling me, like, and where I am going to the fucking supermarket. Literally.
It's like, no, really, we shouldn't care about that.
Live
but
your
we,
life.
We sensationalize that stuff. And then we knock them for their art all the time. Like I just had a conversation with my husband, who's a musician, about Justin Bieber, because I like to play like a lot of singers singing live, so I can hear them actually sing. I want to hear them without the track, without the perfect
nice.
vocals. I just want to hear what they sound like naturally. And Justin Bieber has a beautiful rendition of Tracy Chapman's song, Fast Car.
I like
and
that song.
It's a beautiful song. And he plays
I
guitar
cry
on
to
it.
that song so much. I
Justin
forget.
Bieber, I actually really like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
That Purpose album was incredible. Purpose is an incredible album, head to toe. That's the album with Sorry. and,
You listen to albums like
Oh, I love an album. I love
Good album.
even Spotify, like when they do their rap.
Yeah, I
every
know.
year they call me like a loyalist, basically.
yeah.
Like someone that, like, if I get into somebody, I go and I listen to their entire discography.
That's actually really great. Like
That's
as-
good. That's
yeah, I
committed.
did that with Bad Bunny recently. I did that with Talking Heads. I do it with I
that's
did that with I'm
amazing.
doing it with Steve Miller's band right now.
Really?
Yeah, and that's really fun.
That's
it's really
nice.
fun going back to those classic rock albums because there's so much weird shit on those older ones. It's
yeah.
fun.
I like that.
But
and stuff you don't catch. Like even when I
Yes.
listen to like older songs, I'm like, oh, that was a bar right there. Like you just
Yes.
really said something right there.
there's also so many old songs from like old house music where
Yeah.
you're like, this is where has this been my whole life?
I
Yeah.
know.
Why aren't
That's
they
where I
sampling?
go.
Everyone is sampling "Show Me Love" by Robin S. Everyone should be sampling like a million other house songs.
Yeah.
because there's so many
There's
great
so
songs
many great
out there.
ones that
Yeah.
people would really be like, I can't remember. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear it and you're like, oh my god, I forgot about this song.
Yeah, or you're like, I never listened to the song, and this is great.
There's
Who
just something
knew?
about music that I find so incredibly, I guess you could say like spiritual in a sense.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm a big person that like I'll go down the rabbit hole of frequencies and everything
I
and
do the
energies.
same thing. Yeah.
And it's like I'll hear a song and I'll be like, this song don't make me feel good. I'm not gonna listen to it no more.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll skip it.
Yeah. Because I'll just get this vibe. Or if a song that makes me too sad, like, look, I love you, Billie Eilish, I love you, I love you. But that
Oh.
Barbie song had me in tears too many times.
I love
I
that
like
song.
Going, you see, I'll play it and I'll
Beautiful.
go into the
And I
shower
wa- and
I'll
I
s-
cried in
cry,
the shower
and I want to feel
to
it
the song
to
so
the
many
song.
times.
I don't
But
cry.
it's like I can't listen
we
to it
know.
and feel
We know
good.
us.
I want, especially after what she said about the song, where she's like, she was in an interview and she was like, "That is exactly how I feel." She's like, "I want you to know that is exactly."
Oh yeah, she said
how
she
I
wrote it
feel."
in like a night. They sent her some
Yeah.
footage from the movie, and she wrote it in like a night.
Yeah.
And she was like, these lyrics just like poured out of me after
Yeah.
watching this movie. I was like, that's crazy because
Like-
that's such a great song, and it's like the lyrics. Oh my god. Wow. What was I made for?
Don't play it now.
Yeah.
Don't,
Here we go. We play it on.
as we're talking underneath.
Yeah,
our
Gina
talking,
playing it on
crying
full
into our
volume. We're just like, I start crying.
When did it end? When? That song
man.
always makes me cry, but I love it. But I love it. But I had to stop
Do you
listening
have
to it.
Do you have a hype song
What's your hype
that
song?
gets you?
It depends
in,
on the mood.
or
But
like a bit, yeah, like who?
Anybody that knows me knows if Mama needs to perk herself up, I'm gonna listen to Mariah. Cause
Okay.
I love Mariah.
That's a discography. That's like my next rabbit hole I'm going down
my
because I've
God.
been curious.
You're gonna be gone for so long.
Yeah.
I was so obsessed with Mariah for a period of time. I had a Mariah room. I had a room.
What?
That was all like the articles about Mariah. And,
I
like,
love that.
Magazines, the autobiography, and the autobiography wasn't written by her. Somebody wrote a biography on Mariah that really wasn't her.
you
And I'm
read
like,
it.
I bought it. I was like, this is interesting. I'll
Yeah.
see if she
You're like in
corroborates any of this.
Arnold in the little shrine.
Yes.
So-
I have a scream shrine in my apartment. So
It was
yeah.
to the point where, like, when she had her little breakdown or whatever she went through, people called me to make sure I was okay.
That
Like,
is so funny.
They were like, "Girl, are you all right?" And I
That
was
is
like,
so.
"Oh,
What's
no,
your
man, I'm so
favorite?
worried about her.
Wait, top 3 Mariah songs.
Okay. God, this is hard because I love
Not your favorites of all time. It's just like your top 3.
my top 3. The ones that I'll usually always go to. I love "Vision of Love." That is
Okay.
Wait, how
such a
does that one go
staple.
again?
Oh, child, you don't want me to sing Mariah up in
Let's
here.
sing it. Let's hear your Mariah.
No, we do.
How does it go, Gina? Let's go. Me.
Treated me kind, sweet destiny carried me through desperation to the one that was waiting for me. That's just the first. That's the first.
Oh, I love that.
And
At the
it's
end,
like-
that was so nice.
That was beautiful.
That is
Good for
mine.
you.
Good for you.
Oh my
Good
God,
for
thank
you.
you.
I sound like
for
I
you.
sound like a like a trash bag going through like a paper shredder is when I sing. So good for you.
Nobody
Yeah.
compares to Mariah, but I will always try to make her proud.
Oh my God.
Okay, Vision of Love.
Vision of Love. Okay, it took me a while to get over my dislike of this song because this wasn't one of my original
Oh.
favorites. But then
grew
my
on you.
husband sang it to me one of the first times that we met because he was his favorite. So Always Be My Baby.
Oh, that's a great song.
That's a great
It's such
But
a great song.
How does it go again?
Yeah, how does that one? I don't know that. I'm not
Serenade-
familiar.
serenade me,
Always be my baby. Yeah.
I just remember her swinging over the lake and me be. I remember the video clearly.
Oh, that's
but
so
for
funny.
some reason that song didn't do it for me at first, and then it was like, no, I do like.
It's a
this
great
Okay,
song.
that's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Anytime You Need a Friend, which is a big choir song, which is a big dramatic
Okay.
Mariah song.
I don't know that song genuinely.
It is a beautiful
Okay.
song, but she
It
does
is very
she does her thing on it.
Well, when I do her discography, see, I do my Duolingo every morning, and I listen to albums like as I
God, I
plays.
love Duolingo.
And so yeah. So that's what I do. So I'll put on Mariah tomorrow, and I'll hit you up.
Yes,
I'll hit you up.
Yes. And then Make It Happen. Obviously, one of my hypest of hype songs
Yes.
is Make It Happen.
Make It Happen.
Okay.
Is that
So Mariah's your girl.
Mariah's your
my
girl.
Mariah's your
my
girl.
I love
girl.
that. Wait,
When I-
who's your favorite singer? Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah. Who do you put on when you get hype?
To like,
Is it Creed?
honestly, I listen to Run the Jewels.
What is that?
Can you play Run the Jewels?
No, because we go at copyright.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck. All
Yeah,
right,
I don't get.
I'll play. I'll send you. I'll send you.
Yeah.
But I love listening to Run the Jewels. Like if I need to just get hyped and get out of like a funk,
Yeah.
I listen to Run the Jewels.
I'm always curious. So somebody told me a long time ago to ask someone what their favorite song is because it's very telling of their personality. Like,
Yeah,
if
oh,
their
yeah.
Favorite song
I
of all
can't have a
time.
favorite song of all time.
I have I think top 3 or 5 covers like a pretty good range.
I think, like,
so you
I'll-
can, and then
I'll
also
listen-
it gets some pressure off, you know.
Yeah,
I'll
where
do
it's
like
not
In
just
Right.
one.
Deep. Do you know In Deep? Last night a DJ saved my
Oh
life.
my
Oh yeah,
God.
that song's a bop.
Mariah
Yeah.
covered that one. That's why I know it.
That is so funny.
If Mariah covered it, I know.
I know it.
So funny.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
what
I
about
have a
you,
few.
Gus?
Yeah,
What
who's
is-
your-
what's your hype music?
Mine would probably be like, you know what song really gets me going? "Throb" by Janet Jackson.
You're Janet.
That song is a
Are you a
fucking
Janet- are you a
banger. I
big
love
Janet
Janet.
fan?
Bro. Any real Janet will get like Go Deep would get me going. Do you know that song? Go Deep. We go deep. And
Oh my
we
God,
gon'
yes.
get
Okay,
no sleep
yes.
'cause we
I just
be-
don't
that's
know
a
the names of the songs.
That's a
mine's
great hype
aggressive.
song.
Mine
Or
is
a song that gets me out of a funk is Chiquitita by ABBA.
Oh, that's a good song.
Chiquitita, you and I know.
Okay, so my son fell in love with what was it? What was the ABBA song from? It's the sad one from Mamma Mia.
Winner Takes It All.
Yes.
It's so slow.
It's so slow, and my son loved it for like a stretch of time. That's what I would sing to him to get him to go to bed.
That is okay. Well, it was here a little bit of it. Okay.
Yeah, just what? How
The
does it go?
winner
How does it go again?
takes.
How does it go again?
How
Let's
does it
see,
go
how
again,
does
Gina?
it start?
I don't want to talk
Oh yes, that's right.
about things we've gone through,
Yeah, that's right.
though it's hurting me.
Did I ever tell you about my ex?
Now it's
He's not
Oh,
done.
he's in it now.
history.
He said, "Ma'am, sit down."
I played all my cards,
Yes.
Do you have a lighter?
and that's what you've done too.
Yes, you better.
I don't know the rest.
Oh, okay.
This is where I saw. I don't know the next line. I can't remember it.
Say, no more ace
Then
to
it's
play.
today.
The winner takes it all.
Yep.
The loser standing small. I don't know it.
No, that song's a banger. ABBA will always get me going though. I love deep ABBA cuts too. I'm like a real
I like
deep ABBA
cuts,
fan. Yeah.
But I accidentally went on an ABBA.
They have a great
cruise
disco
ship
song called
thing.
"If It Wasn't for the Nights." That's like not a hit of theirs. That is
But
like
it's like just a fire
one of
song.
the best disco songs of all
How
time.
does it go? Oh wait, no, it's the remake one.
Even I'd be doing all right if it wasn't for the nights. You really don't know this
No,
song.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Because it's a deep, deep
It's a
cut.
deep cut off of like
don't
Super
know.
Trooper. It's like such a great song. I'll play it for you after. If you
Yeah.
haven't listened to it, it's a great song. But
I wish
anyway,
we could really play it.
it's okay. Don't
I
worry.
know. It's such a thing
How-
with like music rights. Like I wish we could play a lot of great
What do we
songs.
got? Like under
How
10
old
seconds?
is your son now?
He's 3 years old.
3 years old. Wow.
He's 3 years old.
What's
He's
his
so-
temperament like?
He's
Is he a little
cool. He's
shit?
chill. But here's the thing: he will push the envelope in terms of like things that if he knows it annoys you. This is what I almost love about him. though.
I want to hear this. Yeah.
Like he doesn't care if you're mad. You could be as loud as you want,
Kids are. So
and he will just look at you like, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I'm gonna continue to play over here.
That's how my niece is. It's really cute.
Yeah. And it's like, I'd rather you be like that than react in fear because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
as a parent, if I lose my temper and I get loud, I immediately will feel like crap because I'm
Aw,
like,
yeah.
there's really no need to get loud with a kid.
Yeah.
It just takes an extreme amount of patience to teach them that you're there to protect them and to guide them without thinking you need them to fear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really hard. Do you have immigrant parents?
No.
No.
I'm third generation though.
Did you have strict parents? Like,
Pretty strict. Like I couldn't even go at a church sleepover. Like
Oh,
they-
wow. Okay,
Not
yeah.
even a church one.
I was 14 and I had to beg to go feed the homeless the next day. We were doing a church sleepover to go feed the homeless. And my mom, and look, as a parent now, I'm like, I get it, mom.
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't trust nobody. I get
Yeah.
it. Even with my 14-year-old
No.
self, like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, you trust these people, but I
I
know
don't.
better. So
Yeah.
no.
Oh
That's
man.
so interesting. Yeah.
I know. We
I
have
wasn't
the
allowed to do
reverse.
stuff like that. Yeah. You were all girls too, so you
We were
really
all,
weren't allowed.
all girls. God bless my father.
Super
All
strict.
women in the house. Well, it was strict, but also like I'm the baby, so like my sisters got
The brunt of
the
it.
brunt
I'm the
of
baby
it,
too.
you
Me
know?
and my
so I
twin
got
sister.
a little bit of it, but nothing like too crazy. But I did get like the things that didn't make sense, like the no sleepover. But like, you know, my mom was like, "You're going to Greece by yourself. Figure it out." And I was like, "Okay." Look at my passport. Like, where's the gate? Which gate do I go to? I'm like, I'll figure this out on my own.
She's
But-
like, I trust the whole of Greece.
Yeah.
More than I trust
Yeah,
anybody
you're-
over
No, like
here.
that's like so. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah.
it's the truth though.
That's so real. Yeah. Well, I mean, your grandparents picked you up when you got to the airport, right? No. What happened after that?
taxi.
Taxi, and then you get
And
to
I
your grandpa.
knew, and I would know where to go.
Wow, that's actually really but yeah, okay. Our grandma would be there at the airport for us at least.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would have a Theo or something like that, but like, especially when I got to a certain age, I just knew where to go.
Yeah,
what
well,
to
that's
do.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you hit
if you've been
14, you
there.
know where you're going at that
yeah.
point. Yeah.
Like
So-
if you've been there enough, you're like, all right.
when you're 12, you kind of know where you're going. Like I would take the bus to school every day, and it's like it would be like a transfer, and it's like you figure it out.
You
Yeah.
figure it out. But a lot
Yeah.
of people aren't like that. I think it's also like
Yeah.
a very New York thing. Figure it
Yeah.
out.
Figure It Out is a very
Figure
New
It
York
Out
thing.
is a very New York thing. Like
No,
other
for
pl-
sure.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else really.
Because even though I couldn't go on sleepovers, the second I could take the bus by myself,
Yeah.
my mom was like, "All right,
Bye.
you're good. Bye."
Here's your
I
Metro
would pass
card.
out
Have
on
fun.
the B69 and make it
Yeah.
go all the way to Manhattan Beach.
Oh, I'd have to take the B1. I had to take the B63 to the B1. It was like the two fucking worst buses you've ever had to take. It was such a nightmare.
God.
Sometimes the
my
B4.
life was what was it called? Was like double fare or something like that. What do they call it? Because I always lived in a zone where I had to take a train to a bus
Oh, where'd you grow
or a
up?
bus to a train. So I grew up in the South Bronx, but like all the way at the end by the water.
But water over here.
Water.
You got to walk how many blocks to get it to someone? Well,
Oh,
I'm
God.
lucky. I have a train right by me.
No, I had
but
to
you
walk.
had to like
I had to walk. It was not that far. It was like maybe 3 or 4 blocks to the bus. And then when I went to like junior high school and like intermediate school, I could just take the bus. But once I went to high school, I had to take the bus to the train and then the train to high school, and then had to do that coming back.
It's a half a day of traveling for you.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
But you get so used to riding the trains that you're just like, you almost become immune to train crap.
Oh yeah, like
it's
now. Oh yeah,
100%.
now that I live downtown Brooklyn near the Barclays, it's so convenient now.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'll get places like, oh wow, like I'm so not even used to it
Yeah,
because of the
'cause you're
R
like,
train. Because I take the
oh,
R train all the way to the
child.
end. Like the things I've done on that R train, I used to watch movies. I used to watch
Yep.
TV. I'd catch up on Scandal. I watched all 7 seasons of Scandal in the R train.
Do my manicure on it.
Hilarious. I
Like-
watched movies before. I dated a guy that lived in Inwood when I was living. Where the hell was I living? I think I was still living in the Bronx.
Oh
at
my
the
God.
time. So I would be on the train, and it was the last stop. It was the last stop on the A train, and so I would take
committed.
I was very committed. I wish he.
How long
No,
was-
I'm kidding. No,
How
he
much was? How long was that
for most of it.
relationship?
3 years.
You went to Inwood. Oh my God.
If I can't bike to your apartment, I'm not dating you.
I've got several apologies from that man, so we're good now.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good.
nice.
Good for
He
him.
was
for
actually
him.
one of the rare ones that did the work after the relationship, that
That's
went to
very nice.
therapy and did the work, and like we spoke after, and he was like, "Was I a bad boyfriend?" And I said yes. And we had a very open discussion about why. And I'm not even saying that I was like 100% perfect as a girlfriend. I know at that
You
point.
are perfect, Gina.
Oh my God, thank you so
You're
much.
literally
You're
perfect.
literally
I literally
And
said
your
that
hair
so
looks
And
you
you
would
amazing.
sound
say
like
that.
Mariah.
And your
so
hair
you're
looks
Oh my God,
perfect.
thank you so
Your hair
much.
looks amazing.
Yes.
Does it? Even though my
Yes.
brother hates when I put it in the bun.
Yeah, no.
What's under
I
that
just
bun?
wanted to say,
One of those old spongy things from the infomercial.
yeah. I don't care. You know
I
what?
can't successfully
I pulled
do
out
a
a bump
bun.
it one.
This gay supports it.
Bump it. Oh my God.
You should get a bump. Yeah,
I don't
you should
even
get
need
a bump it.
I just know exactly where to place it, and
Yeah,
it's done.
yeah.
I don't need
Yeah,
a bump.
okay.
I have such thick hair too. My hair is the bump it.
Yeah, I have such thick
Or-
hair as well. So I know exactly.
I know exactly what you're
totally
talking
get
about.
It. Yeah.
I understand the struggle. This feels like a morning show. Hello, network. Tell me you don't need a Greek morning show somewhere.
A Greek Puerto Rican morning show,
Right?
really.
Hello.
Yeah.
I could be a correspondent. I feel like the show. We could go to Greece. I'm just
We
saying.
can go to Greece.
Go to
Oh my God, we would have so much fun
I'm actually going to the
together.
Philippines and Thailand in the next
Get
month,
outta
so I'm
here.
pumped for that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
I would love to go there. I have never been there. I've never been to Greece. I want to go to Greece so bad.
Greece
because
is amazing.
my-
I mean, it is really amazing.
It really is. I know it's like very basic of us to be like, wow, Greece.
Yeah, no, but it really
But
is
it's
great.
literally everybody I talk to from Greece is like, no, you should really go.
You have to understand that when I used to go to Greece before this summer, I'd only go to like the places that where my parents were from, and this was the first time I went on like a tourist vacation of Greece.
Oh, okay.
So I did like all the like Cycladic
touristy
islands,
stuff.
Yeah.
and like I did all that and still left being like, holy shit,
Yeah.
everyone should come to this country at least once in their lives. Like
Yeah.
this is incredible.
My
So,
buddy's
like,
been trying
yeah.
to get me and my husband to go out there for like the longest time, and I'm like,
Do it.
Trust me,
Just-
I
Yeah.
want to go. I want to go.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and please make sure you stay in Athens for like if you can 2 nights, but even if you just stay for the night.
Athens is a great city.
It really is. It's
Super
just
cool.
Super cool. There's like all these little like
There's
like,
nightlife, there's great
little pop,
food,
like,
it's awesome,
It's,
yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, I love
and especially when
traveling,
you
so I can't
explore
wait.
outside of like
Where's
the
your
main
favorite
area.
place that you've ever been?
It's so basic.
Say it.
It's
Say it.
because I have an emotional
Puerto
tie
Rico.
to it. No, not even. And sorry, my Puerto Rican fan base.
It's like we're like the best place. Greece, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Puerto Rico. I do, and most of my family doesn't live there anymore. They've
Okay.
either passed on or they've moved. And I love Puerto Rico, but I have such an emotional tie to the UK.
Oh, okay. I just went to London for the first time, and I totally get you.
Yeah.
It was
I
awesome.
fell in love with London. I had a very good friend from there who passed away, and like, I have such fond memories of London.
Oh.
So London has my heart.
I love London.
It was
It's such a cool
beautiful.
city. It's like cleaner New York. It's just a good vibe.
Yeah.
Nightlife is great.
I had like a 7-hour layover there, and before I was like, I don't want to go there. I was like, it's another New York. Like I'm always trying to do something like very, very different.
Very different, yeah,
And then I had a
obviously.
layover, and I was like, all right, well, let's explore it. And the lady was like, you're not gonna be able to see like London.
No, not in 7 hours.
Yeah, yes,
No.
I did.
You're
Yes,
like,
I
I'm
fucking
fucking
did.
determined.
I was like, wait, the trains go everywhere? She's like, yeah. And I would
I mean, it only really takes like, if you take the fast train, it only takes 30 minutes to get to
I
the city.
figured it out. I was like, so this train goes here. How long is this? Like, I asked
the
all
train
the
system is
questions.
pretty
It's
simple.
nice,
if you
yeah.
come from the train system in New York,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you go
I
over
knew
there,
exactly what
yeah.
to do, and she was just like, "Oh my god, I think you might actually accomplish this." And I just like passed by the palace, waved at it. I just
Did
like
you really?
Yes,
I love that for
That's
Yes,
you.
I was like
amazing.
bopping everywhere. I was like, "What's this? A park? Lovely. Saw it. Now on to the next." I got like a traditional pint and like one of their like pot pie
That
things,
is
whatever,
so
at like a
cool.
pub. Saw like 3 little cute like British men. I was like, did it? Okay, on to the next. Someone stole a bike.
She's like,
the
got
cops
hit on,
came.
did it.
I know. I was like, got
Good.
hit on, did it, done. I just kept like with my backpack,
that's
like
amazing.
every little.
So we're gonna plan a trip together.
I am.
That's
an
literally
excellent trip
me.
planner.
That's literally me. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm literally the same
I
way.
love it.
I planned this Philippines Thailand trip 3 weeks in like a day, and I was like, I know
So
exactly
great.
where I'm
I don't
going.
have the patience
Yeah.
for that. My husband is the
Oh.
trip planner.
Oh,
'Cause
man.
he is the more experienced traveler than I am. I mean, he's a musician and he used to do cruise ships, so he traveled a lot on cruise
Oh,
ships.
yeah.
But he likes to get out and do touristy stuff. When I was on cruise ships,
Mm.
I hid in my cabin because I don't want to get abducted.
So funny.
Where would they take you
I
on a
don't-
cruise ship if you get abducted? You still
Well,
on the
because
ship.
you stop at the port and then everybody's like, go here, don't go there. And it's
Oh,
like, they keep
that's right.
telling you, and I'm like, I'm like, I want to go home. I don't want to stay here.
I don't wanna be on a boat for this
Your
long."
place is lovely. I'm not looking to get kidnapped. I don't even have a very kidnappable vibe, but just on the off chance
You would think
someone was
that we're
feeling
not
froggy.
safe. Nobody's safe.
Nobody
Gina.
is.
Nobody's
Nobody's-
safe. No,
nobody
no,
is.
nobody's
Safe,
safe.
especially not me. 5'2". They'll snatch me right up.
Goodbye. In your
So
pocket.
easy, yeah. So easy.
You're like, I'm so kidnappable.
Oh my God, they'll just like move me into a van. They'll just like push me into. I'm like, right
a
there.
strong
Use
wind
that
A
comes
strong
by.
wind will just get me into a van. It'll be horrible. Yeah.
It'd be harder with me
Yeah.
with a strong wind.
I would just sit down. They wouldn't be able to pick me up. I'd just dead weight. I'm like, no. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
They'll get annoyed by
Like,
you before.
she
anything.
is
They'll get
so
so annoyed by you.
difficult.
Actually, no. You know what? She would actually just become best friends with them. She would start asking them personal questions, and then they'd be like, you know what? I kind of like
I
this
could
girl.
totally see that.
She's
You're in
kinda
the back
fun.
of the
And then we
van.
end up kidnapping you.
Yeah. You're
like,
what about
oh
that
my
dude?
God.
I'm like, that one right
He's
there.
like, well, I got to bring someone to my boss. They're like, that one right there. And then like a wind just
I'm like,
takes
the one
me
on
in.
the city bike.
Yeah.
Just grab him.
Me on the city bike. I love my city bike, baby.
You're like that one on the city bike right there. Take
Yeah.
the bike too.
Literally.
off of it.
That's
Yeah,
so
totally.
funny though.
Well, did you like London?
I did. I was like, I would come back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
It got me. I was like,
Paris
oh, I
was
see
something
it.
for me that I like never wanted to go, and then I went to Paris, and I was like, "This is the best city in the whole fucking world."
haven't been to
Another train system that I
Paris
love.
was cool. I thought I was nervous to go to Paris. So on our honeymoon, I had been to London before, but my husband knew I loved London, so he planned our honeymoon, and it was
That's very
amazing. We went from London to Paris, Paris to Rome, Rome to Madrid, and it
And
was
you
just
didn't go to
beautiful.
Greece. This is your fault.
And you didn't go to. You're Greekophobic.
You went to Rome.
Hellenophobic.
Not me.
Hellenophobic.
My husband is clearly Greekophobic.
Yeah.
So, no, he will proudly tell you how many times he's been to different parts of Greece, or
Oh,
like
that's
up to,
cool.
like
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
been to. I think he's been to Greece once
Well,
or
I'm sure
twice before.
cruises. Yeah.
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 And so he got to see whatever the big cruise port is. I'm sure over there he got to see it and was
Yeah.
very proud because he's a little bit
Aw.
braggadocious about how much he's traveled.
That's cool. No, I love that. I love that.
But when I went to Paris, I remember I was nervous because I was like, I don't speak a lick of French, son. And I had heard not very great
Not the
things
best
about
things.
Parisians. And then my husband had a friend from Luxembourg who took us out to dinner, and he was like, just attempt to speak French. And they actually appreciate the attempt.
Yeah, that's what I did. I would just like joke with them and be like, "Ah,"
Yeah.
and they like loved it. They were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I have such a kick out of you." I'd be like, "Café au lait," and they would just like laugh at me and be like, "Okay, you get it. Yeah, okay."
It literally, I would just
Yeah.
walk in and be like, bonsoir. And then I would be like, That's all I got.
Thank you.
So now can I get a regular coffee?
Yeah. So do you guys
So
speak
black.
English?
I just want a black coffee.
Parlez-vous
Yeah.
anglais or no? 'Cause
I thought
Oui, oui,
Parisians were
motherfucker,
so
or
nice.
not because I'm trying to get a coffee, and like y'all don't speak no English.
That's so funny.
I thought Parisians were actually like super fucking nice.
They're
in
pretty
my
chill.
opinion.
I've
Yeah,
only
they
been
were
to
so
the
chill.
south of France because I drove from Spain to there. So I've never.
Oh, I lost my virginity in the south of France.
that's
Lit. I lost
nice.
mine in a Hotel 6.
I lost mine in Sunset Park.
Similar vibe. Similar vibe. All similar vibes, I gotta tell you.
I like my Sunset Park, Hotel 6,
The
France.
south of France. I am gay after all,
You
yeah.
The south of France.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a, well, I don't want to say it on this.
Oh,
It was in a similar thing that you guys were in. I'll say that much.
Oh.
In the south of France, yeah.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
L'Hotel 6.
Yes, le hotel, le motel, Sunset Park, Parc de Sunset.
I apologize to all the Parisians that
Yeah,
may be
sorry.
watching.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, Paris
But
was
your people treated me real nice.
obviously. Paris was cool. My husband was excited for Madrid, and he was like, "Oh my God, you can speak Spanish there." And I was like, "You don't." Okay, so let me explain something to you. I said,
I don't speak Catalan.
my Spanish is not the Spanish they want to hear.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
told him, I said, they're not going to like my Spanish because
Yeah.
my Spanish is already a mix of things because I had to teach myself Spanish. So my Spanish ain't perfect. And it's like, I say Mexican terminology, Puerto Rican terminology,
you're just
Castilian
using-
terminology. It's everything I
think
can
that's
grab.
fucking
I watched
Beautiful.
Drag Race Spain and
They don't. Not in Madrid.
Sit
the
down.
second they
Sit
heard me
down.
talk, they were like, "We'll just do English." For
Well,
right
just
now."
yeah.
And I'm like,
I watched Drag Race Spain and Drag Race Mexico, and it's shocking how like different the Spanish is. Like shocking.
the
it's
accent, the
true.
Accent,
terminology,
the whole thing,
everything.
the speed,
Yeah.
just everything.
Yeah.
The cadence of all of it is so interesting
My
to me.
my accent is very Mexican, so it always throws people off
Interesting.
because I sound very Mexican when I speak Spanish, and it's just the accent I picked up from the people I got to speak
Yeah.
Spanish with the most.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, my Puerto Rican people, I love my Puerto Rican people, but they shat upon me
Oh.
for the way I spoke Spanish.
Ugh,
as
there's so
a
much
young
of that.
kid.
Yeah.
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 It's
There's
that
a
and
lot of that with
everything.
Greeks too,
Yeah.
with that the language and
Where
not
it's
speaking
like you're not
language and
speaking it
how you
perfect. You're not
speak
speaking
it.
I see it everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like, bro, like instead of shitting on somebody, they're trying like hold on to like
Yeah.
they're, you know what I mean? Just appreciate it and like be like, this is nice. Keep practicing.
Keep practicing,
Here's
keep
this.
doing it.
Like,
And that's what I got from like, when I say I learned from my Mexican friends, it was people that I worked with. That's what I got from people I worked with.
Yeah.
That they were like, oh, good, you're trying. Hey, that's not the right word. Use
Yeah.
this word.
Yeah.
Or like, and I was like, okay. And then I would use it at home and my mom would be like, that's not the right word. Use this word. And I'm like, no, but okay, wait a second. Because that's
Yeah.
what they said over. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to stick
you
with
say
what I
bad
know.
word.
No, it's so
You
hard.
mix 'em.
And
Put 'em
You're
together.
the melting pot
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
of all that.
I am the melting pot of all of the culture.
You're the face of all of them.
yeah, yeah.
Gina right here.
You are bridging the gap. Yeah.
Guys, it's my job.
There you go.
It's what I was born to do. I'm a bridger.
How's your coffee? Is it warm enough?
Good.
Do you
It's
need a?
great.
Do you want me to
I
top
love
you
it.
off?
I love it. I love the coffee, and I'm bougie with my coffee too.
I have been learning.
Guess what?
Oh.
Get, Guess it.
She shushes me
Guess,
like that. Do you
guess
see
which
that?
kind of coffee this is?
What is it? Greek coffee?
No,
What coffee is it?
Bustelo.
Bustelo.
Yeah.
Which is Greek, Bustelos. No.
Yeah, it's Bustelos. Yeah.
But I
Bustelo.
love Bustelo. Is it nice?
Good.
Isn't
It's
it
good.
nice?
This is what I grew up on.
See, I knew.
Bustelo
I brought
coffee.
specifically Bustelo just for Gina.
Imagine the
all she
coffee
had.
is catered to the specific
Yeah, yeah,
guest
yeah.
Specific
coming
guest.
in,
Yeah.
right?
This
Or
is
the
very
tea
true.
if they're not a coffee drinker.
Yeah, yeah, we have a
Then they're
British
not
person
invited.
coming. They'll have tea. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not invited.
Sorry, do you not
Yeah,
drink
wait.
coffee? Just real quick before we invite you on the
Do
podcast.
you drink coffee?
Do you drink coffee?
No.
No. Okay,
No,
we'll
thank
we'll
you.
get back to you.
We'll circle back.
Yeah, I'm an avid. I was a barista for like 5 years
Where?
at Cafe Pick Me Up in the Lower East Side.
Oh.
Did you do designs?
That's the one I failed at designs.
Okay.
I couldn't do designs. I could make a heck of a good coffee though. A decent cappuccino, and a latte that was only problematic for one person. I never forgot that man from Spain. I worked for the Sicilian guy who's straight out of Sicily, and his name was Clemente. And I think he lives in Spain now with his wife and his kids, and he moved and they sold a cafe and
Do you think
whatever.
he speaks Spanish?
He
Yeah,
definitely does.
Yeah.
He definitely. His wife is Puerto Rican.
Oh.
So he speaks Spanish. At the time.
It's
I
you in
had-
an
it's like,
alternate universe.
100%. 100%. I think he hired me because I looked like his future daughter. Because he had like a little girl and she spoke Spanish and English, and she came in one day and I was like, we do in fact look pretty similar, maybe.
Oh my God.
And he thought I was hilarious. That's why he hired me. Like, I know he hired me because I was the goofiest. I was just starting out in stand up, and I always had to make people laugh,
Yeah.
and like he loved it. And then one day when I made this ill-fated latte
Oh no.
for this gentleman that was a regular customer, he only liked this one girl, my girlfriend Ilka, who was my German girlfriend. She worked there too, and she always made his lattes, and he always loved the way she made his lattes. Well, she wasn't there that day, so I had to make his latte.
Oh no.
And I made his latte, and he brought it back, and he ripped me apart about this latte and was like a total douche nozzle about it. And I was on one of my sensitive lady days. And so I went down to the basement to get more coffee, and I ended up like just crying downstairs in the basement. And my boss saw that, and he walks out because he has a camera downstairs.
He's watching you.
So he came, he's watching us all the time. He's from
nothing
Sicily.
better
He
to
trusts
fucking do,
nobody.
yeah.
So he walks out and he's like, Angelina, what happened? And that's exactly how we talk, like, Angela, with his hands and everything. It
Yeah.
was the most Sicilian thing. And I go, nothing. I made that guy a latte. And like, then he came and like yelled at me in front of everybody. And I was like so embarrassed. And I'm so sorry. I don't mean to cry about this, but I was like really embarrassed. So he goes upstairs, and Clemente's about like
This is your
6'2",
father.
6'3".
You're talking about
yeah.
this father-daughter
Dad's come
bonding.
up, yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's talking to the guy, and all you see, like he's talking to the guy outside, and all you see is
She's making hand gestures now.
just making
Oh, yes,
hand
for the
gestures.
podcast listeners.
All you
podcast
see
listeners,
is
there's a
his
lot of
hands
Italian hand
moving
gestures. Subtitle
very-
Italian hand
Hand
gestures.
gestures.
Yeah.
Insert Italian hand gestures here. And he's just, all you see is hand gestures, and he's towering over this dude from Spain. And the dude comes back up to the counter and apologizes to me. And
Good.
it's like,
This is a good boss.
He's
Yeah,
a good
it's a good
boss.
boss.
That's a good
yeah. 'Cause
fucking
you know what? The
boss.
customer is not always right.
No, the
Yeah.
customer's assholes.
Yeah.
Most likely.
sometimes they're douche nozzles,
Yeah.
and this guy, like, he actually had to come and apologize. And I was very proud of my boss for
That's
doing
beautiful.
Yeah.
See, like I have a lady that does my frappe.
That's hilarious, honestly.
But I don't. And when she's not there, I don't.
You don't order it?
I'll like order it, but I know if it's not the same, I understand it's not her. I'm not gonna go back and be like, "De malaca."
Yeah.
You know.
What's wrong with
like
you?
that's
I'm gonna
a-
say
is
You
that
can't
a
make a
bad-
fucking frappe.
Say
Like,
it
you gotta-
behind the back.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
a
Is that
a
normal
bad
person.
word
They
in
ruined my
Greek that
day.
you
They
just
ruined
said?
my whole entire
It's
day.
zed
but yeah.
off.
It's jerk off.
Jerk
yeah.
off. Yeah. So that's what you do. Malaga. You hear a Greek guy, a Greek person annoying you.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I know what that means now.
Say it
Don't
back.
you dare.
Don't you don't.
I am not a jerk
dare.
off. But yeah, some bosses are good. Some bosses are very good.
That's nice. I like that story. I hope he's thriving in Spain with
I hope
his
he's
family.
thriving, too.
Is that place still open?
It's not, unfortunately.
What is it now?
It is now. It was a
City
gelato
MD.
spot,
July.
and then I think they closed it. It was
Too much gelato everywhere. How are
They're not
all these
even real
people eating this
gelatos.
much
Not.
fucking gelato?
They're not even real gelato.
It's ice cream. It's not
just
gelato.
the gelato clout everybody
It's-
wants.
yeah.
I don't understand the gelato thing anymore. Everywhere I turn, there's gelato. I've never seen a person in there.
It's gelato
No.
and pad thai everywhere.
Pad Thai, or what was
Thai
the
food.
other one?
I mean,
the,
Thai food. I'm happy.
I
with.
do like Thai food.
I
Not
love Thai
ramen,
food.
but
I'm
what's
not
the
That's why I was
other
like, I don't
one?
care
I'm
about
not
the pad
complaining.
thai.
I don't care about them. Nobody's complaining about
Yeah,
the pad
I'm
Thai.
really going to
everybody.
Thailand. I really don't care, yeah.
gelato everywhere.
Gelato.
Are you gonna have Thai food in Thailand and judge it differently?
No, I'm actually just looking forward to trying like all the crazy stuff. I want to try all the stuff I don't think I'll like and everything. I want to try everything.
Are you like exploratory with food like that?
Oh yeah.
I want to hear like
I'm
what.
exploratory in every way. Like I love going to like random places, doing like wildlife,
God. Oh,
nature
Gemini.
shit.
Yeah.
I love doing like all that crazy stuff.
Gemini.
Yeah. Going on like boat tours and
Hold up.
and
I
like
think my
cl-
husband's
jump
texting me,
cliff
so I don't wanna be
jumping
rude.
and
Cliff jumping.
going
I
on
said,
like
give me one
adventure
second. I
things.
think my
Yeah.
husband is texting me. I want to make sure he's okay with the little one.
No worries.
Mom life.
Mom, like, oh no, he's fine. He doesn't care about me. No, I'm kidding. He's with my son.
She gets a text. Hey, I'd rather you not come home.
We're actually gonna leave.
yeah.
So...
What's your ETA home? Could it be like 3 hours after that? Yeah.
Oh, actually, what time is it? Yeah. I'm like, what time is it? Because my son does have a class. Oh, we're good.
That's so funny.
Because my son has his first like sort of like semi daycare class today.
Oh, a
And
3K?
so, like sort of. It's
Sort
like
of
the
3K.
the pre to 3K where
Oh, I
it's
see.
like
Okay, yeah.
we're gonna. So for the first hour, it's like a 2-hour thing, and for the first hour, we
guys
get to
will be with
watch from like the same room, but we can't go in.
Yeah.
And then for the second hour, we're actually in another room, and I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Like
Yeah.
this kid, I have such separation anxiety, but and here's the thing about being like a conscious parent, you have to be aware of how dangerous that is for the kid, no matter how you feel about it. So like, I'm gonna be a nervous wreck, but for his sake, I have to be totally into it and not act like it's scary or intimidating. Because I remember when I was a kid, like my mom, I've struggled with social anxiety, and like through therapy and other things, like it's helped me kind of get past it as much as I can. But when I was a kid, my mom took me to one dance class. And I started crying, and she took me right out. She was like, nope, not for my baby.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wish she had just pushed me a little bit to stay there and get over that fear, because I think it would have opened me up.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for backing me up, Mom, because obviously you see your kid crying, but now as a mom, I'm like, I got to be able to gently push him to get out of his comfort zone.
Like, give him a minute. Let him figure it out. Like,
And it's really hard because he's getting adorable, bro. Like, he's so cute.
Do you have a picture?
Oh my God. I have it in my phone. I don't have it on me, but I'll show you later.
Show me later.
He is so
Yeah, we have the homework
cute.
to do after. We have songs to listen to.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
We have some
movies.
Mariah
So
to
many
listen
to
to.
do
We have
things,
pictures to look.
pictures.
Yeah,
I'm
we
going to
have
quiz you on
to-dos.
Mariah, so you guys are going to have to listen. We're going to do karaoke, and we're going to do all Mariah's playlists.
Yeah, we're gonna
We'll
do
some
karaoke. We should do karaoke in the Patreon. That should be our
We
Patreon,
should
is us doing karaoke with the guests. That would be so
yes.
funny.
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
I
love
like
me
that.
some karaoke.
Yeah.
So, more on karaoke later. He's the cutest, sweetest, smartest little kid, and I know every parent boasts about their kid like this. So, I'd feel no shame
But I
boasting
feel like
about
you would
it.
actually call out your kid if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you know what I mean? I would be like, I love him.
Yeah.
But
he does a couple things that I'm like, that's a little goofy. Like he does a couple things that I'm like, that's a little baby, don't do that. You're gonna get jumped. Sometimes you gotta let them know, baby, you about to get jumped if you walk out. Like, you
walk out
are
like
a
that.
New York City kid. Like I need you to respect.
you're like, no, come back here.
This is not
We ain't
the
walking
suburbs.
out like
You're
that.
getting too much of your daddy's Indiana influence, and we gotta.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to reel that all back in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reel
All
it in.
back
I'm
in,
like,
yeah.
reel it in,
He's
baby.
a queen's baby, okay?
Exactly. I'm like, this baby was born in New York, baby. He's a New York
Oh,
baby.
100%. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. He
We
belongs
erase
to New York.
everything else. That's it.
It's
the
Indiana's
one-
gone, yeah.
Probably the one New York thing that he does that's also a pandemic baby thing is like if he's in a room full of other kids, y'all don't matter to him. He's not gonna play with you. If they come over to him, he's like, "What are you doing here?"
What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want?
And I'll be like, "Do you want to say hi?" And he goes, "No." And I'm like, "You heard him. I'm gonna respect his boundaries. You should probably leave."
Yeah.
Just looking at the other kid like, "All right, you can go now." He
25 years later, he's like, I really just wish my mom just pushed me.
Yeah. He's on a podcast with two other
I
Greeks.
wish my mom wouldn't agreed with me so much.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for having my back, mom.
That's what he's
Yeah.
got his friendly dad for, though.
Oh, that's
his
so
Indiana friendly dad is the one that's like, no, say hi.
and
And I'm
you're
like,
like, nah.
stranger danger. I'm like,
Fuck this kid. He's a loser. Yeah.
I like
that
that
kid's
about
an
him,
idiot
though.
anyway.
Yeah. That kid kind of sucked anyway. Good job. Good pick. Good
Let's
taste.
go get a coffee, little man.
Yeah.
Come on.
You want to go get a cig? Yeah.
Outside with your kid, outside the diner.
He's got a little candy
You
cigarette.
got the candy sets. I was gonna say the little candy one. You got your real
I got a
one,
joint.
A joint. Hey.
His little Tim's on.
We did have little Tim's
That's
friend.
really cute.
We had little baby Tim's friend.
Oh, that's
They
so
were
cute.
adorable. He
Oh,
looks
that's
so
cute.
gangsta.
My friend got Nike Air Force Ones for
we had the Air
my
Force
friend's
Ones
baby,
for him,
which
too.
was so cute.
We got him
So
all the.
cute.
My husband was the one that was crazy about getting him the New York gear. He was like, "We got to get him Tim's. We got to get him this. We got
Okay,
to get him
Indiana.
that." And I was like, "All right, relax."
These transplants, yeah.
Yeah, fucking transplants.
Kidding.
But he was the one that was like, "We got to get him all this," and I was like, silently agreeing with him though. I was like, "It's corny
cute.
that you want to do it, but we should." But he's the sweetest. Like if he was here right now, he'd be just sitting in between y'all, probably giving a bunch of hugs and kisses. Like he's just like the most. Once he gets to know you, like at first he
like-
would come in and he'd be like, "Who are these two grown people with my mother?" And then he would be on me. And then if I told him, I'm like, "Oh, sit on the couch," he'd be like, "Want to give you a kiss?" Like,
What's your son's name?
his name is Jaden.
That's a
That's a good name. I like that
name.
name.
Thank you.
That's
I
a
love
Jaden. That's nice.
Nice
He
name.
loves his name, bro. Like he's just learning his name now. Like at least his full name, and he'll say it, and I'll be like, okay, easy, not in front of strangers.
Not
Like,
the government name. Not the government name.
Yeah,
relax.
we
Yeah,
don't-
not the government name.
Yeah, his nickname is Bubs.
I like
Bubs?
That's cute.
Yeah,
That's cute.
He's got like 17 nicknames, but that's the one we stick to the most.
I like
is
that.
And he's so
He's got like
cute,
a good
bro.
normal name, unlike Greek kids, you know? I mean, I still like the ethnic
I
names.
was
but
doing
it's like,
crowd
it's a
work
lot.
the other night. I was doing crowd work at QED, and this girl started screaming out, "He's Greek! He's
Oh my
Greek!"
God.
And I was like, "Oh, I don't care." You know, I like
Yeah.
just to get a laugh. I was like, "I don't care." And then I started talking to them, obviously, and I was like, "Oh, you're Greek." And then I go, "What's your name, Yanni?" And he goes, "Yeah."
no.
Literally was like, "Shut up!" The whole crowd was like laughing and shocked and then confused. It was like
Like, they're
so
like,
funny.
was this a bit?
Yeah.
Was this planted here?
That's
It
hilarious.
was so funny. Yeah, yeah.
That's
so
hysterical.
those Greek names because they're so boring. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
a good ethnic name.
My
though.
Yeah.
okay, my niece's name are a mouthful. I feel like the first one is Dianthi.
Dianthi.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people it's a lot.
Dianthi. I wouldn't want to have to pronounce it as her teacher.
I have to I have to be like the and people are like, huh? I'm like, you just gotta say like the
Dianthi.
That's perfect.
Dianthi. Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful though.
Yeah, it's yeah. What is she gonna? She's probably gonna go as D when she gets older.
Probably.
When she gets sick
Something,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when she gets sick of having to correct people.
Yeah, when she gets one too many, like Deonti.
Like Beyonce?
Beyonce. Yeah.
Yep, it's
Been
Beyonce.
having one too many times. So I'm like, it's D.
That's every kid with an ethnic name is just like.
fucking yeah. They just snap one day. They're like,
Like
I'm
when
just
they're,
cutting
when they're
guts.
older, it's gonna be
just cutting fucking guts. I've had enough. Like, it's really that.
that's how you get it.
Yeah.
You just had enough.
Yeah, people are always like, where'd you get Gus from? Because I fucking snapped one
I've
day,
had
bro.
it to
What's your
hear.
full name?
Constantinos Ioannis. Constantelis.
She said, oh.
She said, "Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna try it."
Nope.
She goes, "Vianti."
She went for the coffee.
She went
She went-
Vianti. Yeah.
I went, nope.
Good for you. She said, "Good for you."
Good for you. You know what? Good for you.
Good for you.
Gus,
for you.
good for you.
She sat back.
Stick with that one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. A good one.
That's so funny. All right, I think it's cake time. We should do the cake.
Yeah, this is.
All right.
I mean,
all
if
right.
I must.
So
Here we go.
this is Vasilopita. This
Gus
is
made
a
it.
New Year's cake. I baked it myself. This is it's a lemon cake.
But like,
Yes.
explain what so Vasilopita is a New Year's cake. It's round, and we put a coin in it, and then we do like certain slices and cuts, and whoever gets the coin gets like good luck for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But he already cut them. Neither one of us got the coin.
No one
so
got the coin.
We
No
all,
one got
we
the
all got
coin.
I
shitty luck.
tried. Yeah.
But
I tried.
We're all
but no.
shit out of luck. Yeah.
Okay, so we
here's a
get to
nice-
have cake.
Yes. Here we go.
here you go.
I'm already
For everybody who's like, oh, sounds eating, relax. It's gonna be 2 seconds. All right, let her try it.
ASMR this, okay?
Okay.
I love me some cake too.
D, you want cake?
Feskeki.
Okay, right now.
All right.
Thank you.
Did you just say, do you want cake in Greek?
Feskeki. You want
It's
cake?
cakey, yeah.
You want cake? All right.
Okay, we get to, do I
for it.
just pick it up or do I, no.
Okay, go.
I don't know.
Is it good?
That's a good cake.
Thank God.
You did good.
Thank God.
That's a good cake, bro.
It's got the lemon zest. That's what Christina said when she first ate it.
Because I tried it for the first time in karaoke.
We did?
You brought it.
Yeah, right before she sang Creed. It really got her going. That's what really made her. Yeah.
It's the sugar. It's the
Yeah,
sugar
yeah.
high.
She was like, "Can you take me higher?" Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very, very delicious. There you go. A little Greekness.
But yeah, it's a New Year's cake. We have it every year for the New Year. So
And what's it called?
Vasilopita. It means
Vasilopita.
king's cake.
King's cake. Ooh.
Yeah.
The king right here.
Low key, this is the first cake I've ever made.
Get out of here. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Like I've literally, I don't bake. I've never baked.
I
So,
don't bake.
It's so good.
Thank you.
I don't,
I'm like,
I don't clean.
I'm literally in shock. That's why I'm like, holy shit. I had no idea.
He
No.
surprised
But
himself.
I surprised
It's
myself.
really,
yeah.
really good. So I
Thank
used
you.
to be obsessed with baking, and then like every cake I baked ended up tasting like I put coconut in it, and I didn't. I don't know. I became a chemist somehow, and just
Coconut.
everything tasted like coconut, and I was like, there's not a drop of coconut in this.
That is so funny, honestly.
Yeah, it's a very complicated thing. So you nailed it. Good
Yeah.
job.
Thank God.
I'm very
I'm
proud.
expecting one every year from you.
Okay, I will do it for you.
Wow.
I'll make it, and we'll cut it here.
cut it
Cut
here.
it
One,
here.
one year, maybe one of you will get the
Are
coin.
you both
You got lemon
fluent
zest.
in Greek? Like you both speak
We
Greek?
are both fluent,
yeah.
yeah. My mom didn't
So
speak English, so I was lucky in that regard because like I just spoke it all the
Yeah.
time, and I was able to be fluent in it. And like other kids were not as lucky.
My mom spoke better than my father.
Yeah.
Because my mom also went to like Brooklyn College. She came here.
That's funny.
like,
My
went to
mom
college
speaks
here.
better Spanish than my dad,
Yeah.
and my dad was born on the island.
Yeah. My dad's still here. He's like, oh my God, the things that he says, it's hysterical.
Really?
I'm just like, Baba, how do you've been here for how long? How do you? His abbreviation is adorable.
so
I wouldn't
funny.
have it any other way though.
No, my dad
course,
said something to me the other day that I was like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Like, my
Like,
dad-
sometimes he just say something at you. You're like, Where'd you get this? Where'd you figure this out? Like, who told you this?
How did this come to your mind?
I don't know how
and
old
make,
your parents are, but I have greatest generation parents. So my parents say stuff, and I'm like, don't ever
repeat
that
this ever
to
again?
anyone outside of this room.
Volt.
Don't.
Don't.
I am a public figure.
That
I
is
need
so
you
funny.
to not do that.
That is so funny.
I love it. Oh my God. So okay,
Yes.
Okay, we caked.
we caked.
caked.
What
We
do you rate
caked.
it? 1 out of 10. Hold on.
I mean, I'm gonna say 10. It's my cake.
I'm actually gonna give it a 10 because it's your first time.
Thank
and
you.
For this
Thank you.
first time cake.
Thank
it's
you.
a
11.
10.
Thank you.
Oh!
Wow. You really? I thought she was gonna say something like it's a set. I was gonna be,
No way.
I thought she was gonna start a fight. I don't know
That would
why.
be my friend's
No.
wife. She would try it and be like, "I'll give it a 7."
Yeah. The honesty is too
The
much.
honesty of,
I've been thinking about
of
this.
the Greeks.
I woke up. I was like, "You're bringing the vasilopita."
Yeah. I made it. Yeah.
You're bringing the vasilopita?
I forgot to tell you that I made it because I was like, oh, I don't want to leave her nervous. But anyway.
Greek has to be the next language I add to my Duolingo.
Oh, what are you learning now?
Yeah.
Russian, German, Italian, and I have Spanish on there and French.
How
to
far?
work
How
with my
far?
son.
Like, what do you?
Oh,
How
wow.
confident do you feel in each one of them?
In everything but Spanish, I'm probably least confident in Russian because
hard.
that's
That's
so
alphabet.
hard.
Yeah.
It's Greek. The alphabet. The Russian alphabet is Greek.
Whatever the fuck it is, it's just a different alphabet.
It's super freaking hard. But with French, I'm starting to understand more that I hear. I'm building up more confidence to speak Italian because it's so similar to Spanish.
yeah.
So that's the one that's easiest for me to like, okay, I can.
And there's a passion there that like
You
your
just have to do
body
a
and
Super
mind,
Mario
like,
kind of
everything
thing, and
The
then
only
you're
thing I
good.
noticed that when you try to speak French to people in the U.S. that speak French, they get real bougie about it, and they end up being kind of douchey about it. Like after a while, they love to do that thing where it's like, you know that I only speak about this much French confidently, so why would you go into a whole paragraph that I now have to?
Why are you
sit
talking
and, like-
politics to me?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what French speakers are like that? Canadians.
Yeah,
They're so
very,
bougie
like-
about it. And I'm like, bro, like, it's like all the way
They
that
made
way.
you
have
not
a
want to
theme.
speak.
You don't
French.
like Canadians.
I love Canadians. I'm just saying
Our
they're
last-
bougie
On our
about.
last show, like he talked about like how he's like, one stereotype that everyone says Canadians are nice. They're not.
nice.
They're not
So
nice
this
and they're
is-
bougie about their French. Okay, that's it. I said it.
Look.
I said it.
The truth comes out.
I will
over
say
vasilopita.
there are some false rumors about Canada.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
not all them peoples is nice.
Their PR teams are just good.
Yeah, because they do get bougie about their French. Like,
I mean, they're fucking. Justin did blackface and he's fine. Their PR teams are very good.
yeah. Just we forgot about that.
Literally.
Like, we
I'm
just
Justin.
Justin, yes,
Another
Justin.
problematic Justin.
Yeah, another one. Here we go back to these.
Bieber, Timberlake.
A Canadian, all Canadian.
Canadian.
Timberlake's
I see a
Canadian.
theme.
No, Timberlake is Tennessee, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
sorry.
he
No,
is
I meant
actually,
Bieber. Sorry.
Yeah, Bieber Canadian though.
My theme. This
I was right about these
this
Canadians.
male Greek brain knows about Canadians.
But I feel like German people were very accepting whenever I tried German with them. They're almost like, oh,
I
you
feel
tried.
like Germans
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to be accepting of a lot of
Yeah,
things.
they do.
for
Yeah,
fun.
Germans just gotta just
You guys can't overreact.
chill out. Chill out.
What
yeah.
was that?
What
What
was
tone?
that? Did you just get mad? Okay.
That is so funny.
Down,
your
like
voice
lower
from-
it. But sometimes sometimes I think I'm doing good, and they're just like, oh, it's just not.
Give
That's
us a
not-
word. Give us a German word or a phrase.
Schadenfreude.
Ooh,
which
you said that very nice.
Thank you.
which is literally I learned from Avenue Q first, and then I got a box of emotions, which explains emotions for my son, and Schadenfreude was in there, and it's literally taking enjoyment in somebody else's pain. That's such a German thing, but it's like literally a
God.
thing where there's a whole song in Avenue Q about it, but like I can say like certain things like because I listen to music in German too. My brother was obsessed with German men for a while and also German culture, and he went to Europe and he stayed sometime in Germany and like
gays.
yeah, these gays.
They only get really involved in
so
any
obsessed.
culture.
Yeah, 'cause
The
of
only
the
time they
men.
get involved in culture is when they're like, I just want to fuck.
So he was the one that got me first when I lived with my brother. He would play German pop music, and I was like, this is so different from everything I've ever heard.
German pop music's cool, yeah.
It's really cool. So then when I started learning German, I had like certain German songs in there, and there were 2 Beatles songs that were translated into German. One of them was Komm gib mir deine Hand, which is come give me your, what was the song in English?
Come give me your
hand or something like that.
Yeah.
And Sie liebt dich, which is she loves you. She loves me, yeah, she loves me.
How do you say it?
Sie liebt dich.
Sie liebt dich.
Yeah, she liebt dich. Sie liebt dich. Sie liebt dich.
I'm not going to try.
Sie liebt dich.
I like languages.
And so my son actually was listening to them with me, and he would be like, "Sie liebt dich, ja."
That's so cute. That is so cute. That is so cute.
Just bopping around.
Just blowing around
His little body and his
with
head.
his little suspiciously white self.
Oh.
Sie liebt dich, and I was like, "No, you can.
Yeah.
Your
No,
skin
don't
is
sing
too
it too
light.
loud.
Your
Yeah,
skin
yeah.
is
Sing-
too light."
Yeah, that
Murder,
is
she wrote.
so funny.
Murder, she wrote.
Murder, she wrote. That's what we gotta do. Come on, I'm gonna play Bad Bunny immediately. But,
Titi
you
me
know,
pregunto.
that's the whole discography. There we go.
There you go.
But yeah, like those are the languages, and it originally started with me wanting to learn French because I had gone to Montreal for the festival so much, and then I was like, I don't speak a lick of French.
All right, listen, Gina, I'm hearing a lot of languages.
Yeah.
You gotta do Greek now.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
Yeah,
gonna put it on,
it's
and then-
actually
and then you're gonna
it's
come
a
with us
little
to Greece.
Hellenophobic that you haven't added Greek
know.
to this long
You're
list.
having coffee,
I don't know
cake, but
why.
you're not learning Greek.
I think I'm more intimidated by Greek because I know my buddy Sam is then gonna want to talk to me in
Oh,
Greek.
yeah,
But that's
yeah.
you
And I'm
should.
so
I think
nervous.
you'll,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
love
Greek
that.
is hard. Greek is hard. It's another whole alphabet you have to learn too,
yeah.
and that's hard, especially when you're doing Russian. Yeah.
Listen.
I've been doing Spanish on Duolingo, and I have been practicing with my laundry lady. And the first time I asked her, I felt like such an annoying fucking white person because I was like, I want to practice, and can I practice my Spanish with you? And she was like, No, I'm Chinese. And I was like, No, I'm kidding. No.
That's so funny.
No. But she was like, Sure. And like sometimes I'm in the mood to chat. And you know, sometimes when you just like want to just drop off your fucking laundry and then just go home, you're not having a good day. So I'll be like, Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien.
Yeah, and she's just like,
Sí, mañana.
Y tú.
Gracias. And then some days, like after the new year, like some days I'll just go in and be like, oh yeah, I just got back from Colombia, or like, oh, my mom died. Like I'll just like when my
Yeah.
mom died, I came back from Greece and I was like, well, this is a great time to practice this thing. So I just literally was like, oh yeah, my mom died. She was talking
She's
about that, and we were like going back and forth, and she was like, oh yeah, my grandpa, and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh good, okay, we did
we're having
this.
a good sad conversation.
And then like the next week, I was just like, hola. ¿Cómo estás? It's just very
There's
like
sometimes where you just
don't want to
feel
chat.
like
You don't want to
doing
chit
it.
chat.
Even as somebody who like people look at me and start speaking Spanish to me, like I'm like, yeah, there's some days where I'm like,
I'm not doing it.
today,
Chit chat,
girl,
bro.
not today.
Yeah.
My husband is the same way. Like he wants to practice his Spanish, but he gets nervous too to say stuff. Like he understands a lot. Like the other day I asked my son in Spanish if he threw something. I turned around because I thought he threw something at me. And I turned around because he has a tendency to like throw carrots at me if I'm not paying attention to him. So I turned around and I said, "Tiraste algo?" And my husband started looking on the floor to see if he threw something. And I was like, oh snap, he understood what I just said.
Like, damn, I gotta be
He's
careful with
infiltrated.
what I'm saying
Oh
now.
no, because my sister-in-law's parents are Cuban, and sometimes they'll speak Spanish if they don't want us to hear something. And one time
Yeah.
I caught them, and they said
Oh,
something,
that's
and I was
good.
like, "Oh yeah," and they were like, they all like turned, like all 4 of them were like, "What?" And I was like, "Not, oh yeah, like you just said that," and they were like, "Oh, he knows." Like they never spoke Spanish in front of me ever again. It was
They're like,
fucking
no,
hilarious.
I used to love it when girls in the locker room would assume that because I didn't, when I was younger, like because I didn't speak Spanish outwardly, that they assumed I didn't speak Spanish at all. So they would talk trash about me. So I would wait till they were done talking trash.
Yeah,
And then
that's
I
nice.
would throw in a Spanish word, not even to them,
Exactly.
just out loud, and they would freeze.
you could taste.
And I'd be like,
Good for you. One time I was in the park and this mom was talking to her Greek, like they were Greek, and she started talking to her daughter, and she started pointing at me, get away from that Turkish guy. In Greek. She's like, get away from that Turkish guy. He looks like bad. He like doesn't look good. And I just like turned to them and I was like, I'm Greek, not
Could you
Turkish.
please tell me you said it in like
I was like 11 years old.
oh my God.
Like I was like a kid. So I just
That's
like turned and I was
That's-
like, I'm Greek.
Are they okay?
I was like, I'm
Did they like have a heart attack?
Yeah, they did.
Also, I'm 11. What am I
yeah,
gonna do?
and I was
You're
like, what am I
like,
doing
relax.
in the park,
I'm not
bro?
a 45-year-old man in the
What the hell are you
park.
talking about? Yeah, it was so
It's
insane.
so funny how adults make their drama their kids'
Their
drama.
kids'
Oh,
drama,
yeah, yeah.
Where it's like, no, sis, you have Turkish drama.
Yeah.
That- Leave your daughter out of this.
Leave-
Like,
yeah, yeah.
leave her out of this.
And this
Seeps into our
11-year-old.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like
leave
not
this
me.
poor
I'll
girl.
like hear something like, oh, I'm like, wait, is that me or is that my parents?
Yeah, exactly. Is that my trauma? Hold on, whose trauma is that? Let me, because I have my own, and then I have other subcompartments of my parents' trauma.
Exactly. Yeah. Which one's being activated right now?
Yeah, right? It's good to be aware of those things.
That's
The
interesting.
cake was good, the coffee was good, the conversation was the best.
This is so
Oh
lovely.
wow! Look at this. Oh, do you want to
is
do the
nice.
wrap up too? Why not? Yeah. Well, first of all, do your social media plugs
Yes,
and plug
please
anything
do.
that you want to plug.
Okay, yes. Please head over to my Instagram at G Brillon or my TikTok at Gina Brillon. You can catch me in the Disney movie Dashing Through the Snow. It's on Disney Plus and Hulu. And it's a Christmas movie, and I am a Christmas nerd, and I play a Christmas nerd in the movie, and it's really a lot of fun. So please check it out.
I love that. And we'll put your handle down below so everyone who doesn't know how to spell a name. will figure it out.
Yes, please. Yes. It's like Brillo with an N. Gina, G-I-N-A, Gina, Brillon. Brillo with an N. But I'm stepping on a wire.
Don't
Hold
break
on.
anything.
I'm
man.
not.
I'm
Well, thanks for
stepping
being our
on
first guest.
Yeah.
This was so wonderful.
Thank you for having me. This
Thank you
was so
so
fun.
much.
I love you. This
All
is
right,
great.
remember to like and subscribe,
Yes.
comments on
Follow Gina.
Apple's, YouTube's, the Spotify's.
Follow her. She's mad
follows
funny.
these guys.
Okay.
And welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome
Cheers.
to the neighborhood.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
New Year's.
Cheers.
Yamas.
To New Year's and the cake, which
There you
is
go.
the name I forgot already.
Vashilopita.
Vasilopita.
That was beautiful.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?